Friends, Hari Prasad is back with another lecture on soft skills. In this episode, we will discuss the topic soft skills in Indian scriptures. Okay? One message: they alone live who live for others. The rest are more dead than alive. That is why people have to live for others, not for himself. Coming to the topic, legendary heroes Lord Rama, Lord Krishna, Hanuman, Pandavas and others used soft skills for their personality development. Soft skills, not the human beings we are using. That time, Lord Rama, Lord Krishna, Hanuman, Pandavas, those people also used soft skills for their personality development. Today, we are using our soft skills for our personality development. So, in Indian scriptures, what soft skills are there? We are calling them out now. Study of these characters irrefutably expose all the soft skills needed for the youth of today. If you study the characters of Rama, Krishna, these people, these avatars, then today students can learn many things from their characters. Many soft skills today's students can learn from the study of these characters. Their virtues are always with us to enlighten and pave our path towards success. The virtues of Lord Rama, Lord Krishna, Hanuman, Pandavas, those virtues are with us now to pave the way for our success. These legendary heroes lived in Satya Yuga, Dwapar Yuga and succeeding era, and with the study of these characters, soft skills will become easily approachable to us. If you study these legendary characters, soft skills automatically will come to us. Soft skills like leadership skills, team management skills, decision making skills, managerial skills, positive attitude, vision, strategy planning are manifest so evidently through these characters. So, the leadership skills, personality management, time management skills of these legendary characters are clearly visible from the study of these characters. These holy scriptures are undoubtedly powerful tools for soft skills training. So, holy scriptures are undoubtedly powerful tools for soft skills training. Indian scriptures are an unfathomable ocean of knowledge. Indian scriptures, unfathomable ocean of knowledge. Take the role of questioner like Arjuna to understand the scriptures like the Mahabharata, the Ramayana and the Gita. From the scriptures like Mahabharata, Ramayana, Gita, we can learn many soft skills. And you take the role of a questioner like Arjuna. Arjuna used to ask Sri Krishna many questions, to understand the scriptures. Study of these scriptures strengthen the fact that soft skills are not alien to us. Soft skills are us only, within us only. In our scriptures like Ramayana, soft skills are there. Soft skills are not foreign to us. Soft skills are not alien to us. So they are within our blood, because our legendary heroes like Krishna, Rama, those people practiced soft skills, and in the scriptures like Ramayana, Mahabharata, in those scriptures also soft skills are pervading. Rather, these are natural instincts in us. These soft skills are natural instincts in us that need to be acknowledged and put into practice with benefiting consequences for the younger generation grappling in the corporate world. The younger generation in the corporate world are grappling for jobs. They are grappling. So those gaps are there in the younger generation. They can be filled with soft skills. Those soft skills are already in our legendary scriptures like Ramayana, Mahabharata. In today's materialistic age, everyone is victim of anxieties, stresses, and mental imbalance. See how it is. In today's materialistic world, everyone is victim of anxieties, stresses, and mental imbalance. One message: you can't win people, can't possess people. It is only by love, compassion, etc. By love and compassion only you can attract people, you can own people. You can't dictate terms to people. Okay? Now coming to point, our money-mindedness has deprived us of love and fraternity. Our money-mindedness has deprived us of love and fraternity. Then paine undi? Paina mundu slide. Okay. Thanks. Our money-mindedness has deprived us of love and fraternity. Today we have money-mindedness that deprived us of love and fraternity. Breakup in relations is unavoidable. Relations can be broken up. Breakup is unavoidable in relations. The society is battered into pieces. Today, the society is battered into pieces. When you feel alone, enshrouded by bleak adversities, when you feel alone, enshrouded by bleak adversities, there lies a path that takes you out of all undesirable conditions. The golden path is the path to God, panacea to all strangulating circumstances. All strangulating circumstances can be minimized, can be reduced with one path, that is a golden path to God. It is the panacea to all malaces, all maladies. That is a have path to God. That's very important in soft skills. Our scriptures are the gateway to enter a settled world. To enter a settled world, our scriptures are the gateways to us. The disillusionment of youth in the present era is apparently visible. Youth have disillusionment that is apparent now in their life. They started focusing on unnecessary stuff. The youth watch YouTube unnecessarily. Why can't they choose something which is useful to them, to their careers? Watch it, they don't do it. They are using worthless matter in YouTube. So that means they started focusing on unnecessary stuff which is unwarranted for. They don't know the crux of the problems. The crux of the problems they don't know. They have to learn the crux of the problems. What are the problems in life? They have to tide over. They have to come out of the problems by using soft skills. Soft skills only medicine to root out all the diseases in the human beings. Diseases in the sense illnesses means not body illness, the brain illness. The unfocused and unplanned lifestyle of youth made life most miserable. The focused and unplanned life of youth. Present day youth, they have unfocused and unplanned lifestyle. This unfocused, unplanned lifestyle of today's youth is miserable. It is most miserable for them. They have to change their style now. What is youth required today? Stress-stricken youth, young generation need spiritual force. The young generation should have spiritual force to vitalize their sullen spirit and dying courage. Their dying courage and sullen spirit can be vitalized by taking root to spiritual force, then the present day youth will be alright. The virtues of Lord Rama, Lord Krishna will lead all the souls that are depressed. The virtues of Lord Rama, Lord Krishna, if you imbibe, what will happen? All souls, the depressed souls, can be made well. The virtues of Lord Rama, Lord Krishna will lead all the souls that are depressed, broken and mutilated by presently prevalent obstructions. Take the Lord route, God route, then you will be successful in life. Today, major part of the day is spent at workplace, not left with enough time for family. It is bad time management. Problems in workplace arise because of the absence of team spirit and a true leader. Why problems arise in the workplace? No good team leader and no team spirit. And those problems you carry home, use them there. So home problems leave at home, work problems leave at work only. Then you will be successful. 3/4 success at workplace depends on soft skills. If you have soft skills, 3/4 of your time at workplace will be successful. 3/4 success is possible if you have soft skills. Soft skills are intrapersonal, interpersonal, behavioral traits, social skills that determine your excellence at workplace, family and society. Okay? Now let us say self and personality. One message. Self is within us. Personality is shown to others. The lessons of Gita, character analysis of Lord Rama, Lord Krishna, Lord Hanuman, King Yudhishthira are sufficient to instill the power of soft skills in the aspirants. Our natural inclination towards our scriptures is a sure source to train us in soft skills. If you have natural inclination to our scriptures, then it is a sure source to train us in soft skills. Why? External trainers are there. The scriptures you follow, you get the soft skills. The scriptures, the testaments, they are the sources, they are the trainers. You need to study them. The need is only to look at these scriptures with such eyes. If you look at these scriptures, Ramayana, Mahabharata, and the stories of Lord Rama, Lord Krishna, Lord Hanuman, King Yudhishthira, what will happen? You will automatically develop the soft skills. But what eyes you are looking? With what eyes? If your eyes are towards soft skills direction, then you will have soft skills by reading these scriptures. The Rama is a true leader. Rama is a true leader. Chinese proverb, however, I'll read it out. Biggest enemy of man is woman. It's a proverb in China. Coming to the topic, you have to desperately recede when you are devoid of soft skills. You will recede desperately when you don't have soft skills. When you are devoid of soft skills. Younger generation is fed with bookish knowledge, which lamently insults into despair and despondency and finally unforeseen hazards in life. Try to understand that. Life is the most precious gift of the God to us. Life is the most precious gift given to us by God. God is always with us for our protection through all adversities. Through all adversities, God is there to protect us, provided if we learn soft skills to become successful in life. Lord Rama, who is the incarnation of Lord Vishnu, embodies multifarious soft skills. Lord Rama is He is the embodiment of soft skills. Lord Rama is an incarnation of Lord Vishnu. He never succumbed to hardships. So many hardships Rama faced. Even then also, he never succumbed to any hardships. He lived an ideal life of a leader and exhibited patience, courage, optimism, and all leadership traits in himself. Okay? He is the true leader, most compassionate, and brought equality among his followers. He was an exalted leader who had very analytical and discerning eyes. Lord Rama sent Angad to the court of Ravana to persuade him to avoid war, as Angad had persuasive communication skills. During that time, Angad, he has good persuasive skills. That's why he was sent to Ravana. Ravana didn't listen. Had Ravana listened to Angad, there would not have been a war. War would have been arrested, stopped, avoided. The sense of judging the inherent and innate talents of his fellow men made Lord Rama a good leader. How any person can become a good leader? The sense of judging the inherent and innate talent of his fellow men. If you identify the inherent and innate talent of your fellow men, your followers, then you will become a leader. Lord Rama became leader like that because he identified the inherent and innate talents of his fellow men, followers. Today, we need super leaders like Lord Rama, who through their judging sense can spell success in the corporate, social, and practical world. Today, we need a leader like Lord Rama. That is why his mandir, Ram Mandir, is being built. Once Ram Mandir is built in this country will be quietly all right. There will be no agony, no unemployment, nothing will be there. Once Lord's Mandir is built in Ayodhya. Okay, so today we need super leaders like Lord Rama, who through their judging sense, Rama has judging sense. Right time is the backbone of managerial skills. Right decision at the right time you have to make. We can learn such skills from Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna was most compassionate, persuasive, strategic planner, devoid of ego, and he is the best motivator. He motivated Arjuna. We all know it. Bhagavad Gita begins with the motivation skills of Lord Krishna. How Bhagavad Gita starts? Motivational skills of Lord Krishna. One message: food for stomach, education for brain, for mind. Food for stomach, education for the brain required. A true follower is one who has a faith in the decisions of his leader and executes orders with enthusiasm. True follower blindly follows the leader and executes whatever he says. That's all. The character of Hanuman shows plethora of managerial skills to be inculcated in our behavior. Hanuman, whatever Lord Rama says, he follows blindly. That is why followers must be like Lord Hanuman's. Whenever say, my followers, Vanita, Sanjay, these people have to follow. That's all. That is the good discipline. Pandavas are ascribed as perfect team. Pandavas are ascribed as perfect team. They listen to one another. That's all. They Dharmaraja, the elder brother, says, others follow. That's all. That's what good team spirit is. Imbibe from them. Kauravas lacked the essential requirements of team management. Kauravas they didn't have the team management technique. Success of any organization depends on team management. Mind you that team leader plays a vital role to determine the success of a team. The team success depends on the team leader. A team leader must win the faith of his team members. Talent of each member of the team must be given full exposure and be appreciated, which encourages the team members to employ all possible efforts for the accomplishment of the tasks. The leader Narendra Modi follows this principle. That is why he became the Prime Minister. With his team management and the communication skills, he became Prime Minister of India. One message: materialism is making the people forget spiritualism. Materialism now only, spiritualism forever. That is why spiritualism is greater than materialism. Please make it in mind. Next point, we can learn such skill from Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna, we can learn many skills from him, soft skills. Hanuman is a perfect follower. If you are follower to somebody, be like Hanuman. He is the epitome of a true team member and a true follower. Hanuman is the epitome of a true team member and a true follower. A true follower is one who has faith in the decisions of his leader and executes orders with enthusiasm. True follower, he follows blindly. The character of Hanuman shows a plethora of managerial skills to be inculcated in our behavior. Okay? Before closing the lecture, I give you 3 rules for success. Number 1, trust your brain. Number 2, trust yourself. Number 3, trust Hariprasad Konapareddy. You become winner in life. Thank you. Carpe diem.